There's nothing that triggers me more than when I see a female on a podcast talking about, oh, don't trust her if she doesn't have friends. A girl that doesn't have friends is a red flag. I'm sorry that your relationships, work out well for you, but this is real life. If I would have told you guys what every single one of my friends, what they did to me, every single one of you guys would be in tears. I had every single horrible friend you could think of. And for my mental health, for my mental peace, for me to live my soft life, I made a decision to not have friends. I say all of that to say this. It is not a red flag when a woman does not have friends. Have you ever thought that she has so much friendship trauma that she just rather be to herself? But then you have people like me who have good hearts and are really, really good friends, but we have been dealt a bad hand when it comes to friendship. So now it makes us kind of turned off from having friends. I can be alone. I could be single. I could have no friends. I'm good with that. I'm not going to have people in my life just to have them, to fill in the void of me not feeling lonely. I don't care about that. So let's really stop this narrative because it's not, it really triggers me. That's not the case.
This woman is 100% lying. One, she wants friends. She just can't find friends. Two, you are who you attract. So if you are a certain type of person, you're going to attract either the same type of person or the actual opposite of who you actually are. As an example, if you're codependent, you're either going to attract other codependent people or you're going to attract people that use codependent people. And this is what's crazy. The codependent person is going to be happy to be used by the other people because they feel worthy of the other person's attention. And both personalities actually feed off of each other.
Deeper Discussion card game is meant to give you and other players deep understanding of how we all deal with relationship, when or if things get serious. One of the biggest reasons why people break up is because of underlying family issues. This game can be played with either two people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. What is the one thing you wanted but didn't receive when you were young? Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. It'll even tell you what's wrong with your sneaky link. If you and your sneaky link need to have a conversation, these are the cards. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
See, here's the bottom line. And this is proof that not only her, but women who talk like this are literally lying to themselves and other people. There's something called the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And the third level of human needs is belonging. We as a species need other people. Animals need other animals. Fish need other fish. Birds need other birds. We all need each other. So when a woman turns around and says, I don't need friends, she's literally going against her own human nature. And the biological reason why we all need friends and we lie to ourselves when we say we don't is because of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. See, when we're around people that care about us, whether it's friends, family members, or a mate, our bodies release a hormone called oxytocin. And oxytocin is actually one of the keys to our survival. And if our bodies aren't releasing oxytocin into our bloodstreams, we literally can't fight stress because there's another hormone called cortisol that oxytocin actually fights. Cortisol is a stress hormone that actually gets released when you're stressed, uptight, scared, and lonely. So the women who run around talking about, I don't need no friends, I don't need no man, I'm happy by myself, she's not only lying, but she's dying. I'll say that again. She's not only lying, but she's dying. Because when you get a certain amount of cortisol flowing through your bloodstream over and over and over and over and over and over again, without getting your daily dose, I'll say that again, daily dose of dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, your brain and body are literally slowly deteriorating. So when it comes to a man or a woman, because this is men and women, this is a biological thing. If that person does not have any friends, that is not a good mate for you. Because the bottom line is this, and it's really this simple. If you as a person, male or female, can't keep people that look like you, act like you, have the same body parts as you, you can't keep that particular person in your life, you're not going to be able to keep or get along with the opposite sex. So one more time, because this is very important. If you as an individual, male or female, can't attract, maintain, cultivate, and get along with the same sex, it's almost impossible for you to do the same thing with the opposite sex. Because at the end of the day, we're people. If a person can't get along with people, they can't get along with people. It makes no difference whether it's a coworker, friendship, family member, romantic relationship. These are people. And if you can't get along with people, you can't get along with yourself. A lot of these things that people talk about are internal issues, but they love to project their internal issues on other people. It's always a man's fault. It's always my family member's fault. It's always my friend's fault. No, you attracted those friends into your life for a reason. And most likely there was some commonality between you and those other people. And the reason why y'all aren't friends anymore, or the reason why they did you wrong, most likely is because they did you wrong because they are the same people as you are. Or, like I said, you're a codependent person and you got with people who actually used you and you enjoyed them using you until you were used up. There are a lot of people walking around who are actually codependent people who actually keep getting used up by men and women and get mad at the man and woman that used them up for using them up. But at the end of the day, a codependent person thrives off of being used without them even realizing it. So if a man or woman can't keep the friends they have, make new friends, trust their friends, or they blame their friends or their exes for either their happiness or their reluctance to trust, it's a him or her problem and not a them problem. Keep that in mind. Stay away from people who blame other people for their unhappiness. But the sad thing about it is the main group of people who seem to never be able to make friends of the same sex are women. Why is that? Because the typical woman is narcissistic and she's going to blame everybody around her for her actual issues. So when a woman blames even their friends for their problems, that means most likely she is a narcissist. I don't know this woman, but there's a possibility that she is narcissistic and problematic and she loves to blame everybody around her for her issues. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you also have trouble making friends like little 9-year-olds? Because that's usually where you hear this from. Little kids run around, mommy, I can't make new friends in school. But these are grown women running around talking about they can't make friends. Why not? It's something in you that is causing you to either attract crappy people, probably because you're a crappy person, or you have trouble getting rid of crappy people that are still in your lives. But like I said, let me know in the comments. Do you have problems making friends in your life? Let me know in the comments.